like to begin with a story about William. William was born in 2017 and died the very same year. He died of measles. He got infected by the neighbor's son, neighbors who refused to vaccinate their child. Now, this tragedy could easily have been solved through vaccination. And what's scary is that this is not an isolated incident. Last year alone, we saw 35 deaths and a threefold increase in measles cases across Europe. This is a health crisis. And so it's very important that we understand, why are these parents hesitant to vaccinate? Parents want what's best for their children. And this makes them extremely vulnerable to anti-vaccine messages. These messages keep repeating myths that vaccines cause side effects like autism. Now, most of us would laugh this off as crazy conspiracy theory. But we forget that people are no longer familiar with deadly diseases, precisely because vaccines have prevented them from happening. And so in a certain sense, vaccines have become a victim of their own success. But on the other hand, parents do still keep hearing about the bad things vaccines could do to their children. And so for a hesitant parent, this is a serious decision. On the one hand, you vaccinate against a disease that doesn't seem to exist anymore. On the other hand, you don't vaccinate and prevent a side effect like autism. Now, most pro-vaccine messages try to combat these fears through facts, figures, and numbers. But this doesn't seem to work. The main reason being a distrust in government, distrust in pharmaceutical companies, and distrust in the very language of science. Just like biblical evidence or religious evidence will not convince an atheist, scientific evidence will not convince a skeptic of science. Our solution is to change the way we communicate with hesitant parents. Pro-vaccine messaging needs to use personal stories. Going back to William, a story like this communicates its point without overly relying on facts, figures, and numbers. It speaks to the concerns that hesitant parents have. And vaccines are a safe solution, so it's important for us to do away with the stigma that they come with. Otherwise, a tragedy like William's will keep happening because deadly diseases will keep spreading through folks that refuse to vaccinate. So if you face a hesitant parent, don't just tell them that science is right. Don't simply give them facts and figures and numbers. Tell them a story. Stories speak to the heart. Thank you.